In this video, we will introduce with an example the Barker notation for the entity relationship diagram using the Datamodeler tool. You can use any Linux distribution. We make sure to have the MySQL Workbench and OpenJDK packages installed. Datamodeler from Oracle is packaged as RPM in Arch Linux. We download with QRL or website, then install RPM extract. We use the script to extract the RPM. We change to OPT, then Datamodeler. There we try to run Datamodeler, but it gives an error. The site says it uses JDK 17 or newer, but in reality it requires exactly version 17. Therefore, we install the JDK 17 package. We run Datamodeler from the terminal using the path. The program runs correctly, but the resolution is very high and everything looks small. Before fixing it, we create a menu item, entering the location of the script and giving it the correct path. We run it and everything works well. We look for the bin directory inside it. We find a configuration file, which we edit. We need to enable UI scale and set it to double. After saving the configuration file, we proceed to run Datamodeler again. Now it appears scaled and the elements can be clearly seen. We will start the entity relationship model from a conceptual layer. Datamodeler, however, calls this same layer logical because it can be detailed. In the logical model, we create a department entity, then we create an employee entity. We will relate these entities by their membership. From the toolbar, we select the one-to-many relationship, click on Department and release on Employee, that is, from parent to child. Right side, each department may have one or many employees. Left side, each employee must be assigned to one and only one department. Now we want to model the relationship between employee and project. We create the project entity. The optionality must be selected carefully. From the toolbar, we select the many-to-many relationship, click Employee and then Project. Not all employees have projects. We will create a ternary relationship. We create supplier and part. We use an intersection entity pro-part-sub, which gathers three. We place a one-to-many relationship from each entity to the intersection entity. So this entity simulates the ternary relationship. For a recursive relationship, we use the part entity. We select the many-to-many relationship and click twice on part. We try to adjust the entities for better visualization. We move each one of them, but because of the height of each entity, it still does not look good. Since we scaled the screen, we cannot change it, but we can zoom in or out as needed. We can also change the height of entities. We finish adjusting the entities now. Not only the entities are visible, but the length of the relationships is also adequate for reviewing them. We still need to add the relationship of being a manager to show a double relation between department and employee. This relation is one-to-one. Barker notation has the characteristic of forming sentences that can be read forward and backward in each relationship. The red words are the labels. In the model, we right-click and from the menu select Show and then Labels. We double-click the relationship and place the names. Now we add the labels for the manager relationship. We adjust the relationships and labels so they have good visibility. Then we write the labels for the employee and project relationship, also the supplier labels for the ternary relationship. Now the part entity with the ternary relationship. We adjust the distance between entities to maximize space and make the labels readable. Finally, we add the labels for the many-to-many relationship between parts. We adjust the relation so the dashed line can be clearly seen. With the model completed, we proceed to save it for later use. We search for the desired location and enter the file name. In theory, the next part is the logical model. However, Datamodeler focuses on displaying the relational model in a graphical way. We press the blue double arrow icon to convert logical model into relational model. From the light blue diagram, a yellow diagram will be generated. We adjust the layout of the relationships. It is notable that without entering anything, some attributes and the many-to-many resolution were added. Now we move to the physical layer. For Datamodeler, this layer is called DDL generation, which depends on the DBMS selected, but not all included. We press the database icon in the toolbar. We can select several versions of Oracle, SQL Server, and DB2. We choose the most recent one. It will show the database script with the selected syntax. We can also save the result in a DDL file for later use. In the next section, we need the script, but with MySQL syntax, we can use any LLM to perform the conversion. We write an appropriate prompt so it performs the translation. We paste the DDL from Datamodeler and the LLM will provide a suitable version. Among other features, Datamodeler can export the diagram. We can select image and it will generate a PNG, but the resolution is not high. Another option is PDF generation. We generate and open it. Resolution is better, and when zooming it does not lose quality. Now we will test the database script in MySQL. Before the test, we will show the installation process in case it is not available. We run MySQL in the terminal with the initialization parameter, copy the generated password, and then start and enable the service. Then we run the MySQL secure installation, enter the generated password, and create a new one. We enter the console and create a user. We give it a password and grant all privileges. We correct any missing word, so the command executes correctly. We run MySQL Workbench from the menu. We create a new connection with the new user data and enter the password. Again, it looks small. We enter the settings and look for the font size. We change it to the desired size and exit to restart the program. When running it again, we see the size changes were applied. We return to the LLM and paste the translated MySQL database script. We execute everything and then display the generated tables. We can observe that the tables corresponding to the build model were created. Now we run the description of the employee table. We see the fields with their corresponding types and the definition of the primary key. In this way, we test the database script, verifying that everything worked correctly. It is always recommended to review the generated script. That is all for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, leave a like and enable notifications. See you in the next video.